Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to the show. I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. As always, I have the ladies with me. How are you doing? Obiajilu Ubo.
Thank you so much. Excellent morning, lady.
You look like a queen from,
But I'm actually
Oh, well.
It's from Ojife.
Hey.
No, this is real.
Real? Okay.
This is for real, yeah. Asaba.
Asaba.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Yeah. So they can call you anytime to come and take your...
My father decided not to continue that legacy, and he gave his life to Christ because it had some side effects, Okay. So I think I'm following Christ. Because normally I'm not supposed to be married. I'm supposed to be in the family house, helping to cleanse the land as the main adaisi. I'm not kidding. Yeah, this is real, yes.
Wow.
I'm not supposed to have a husband.
So you rebelled
I could have kids, but I'll bring the men home. I'm not supposed to go to another man's house.
For real?
So he had to stop at some point when he realized he didn't want that for his kids.
Wow.
Because I was supposed to take over the Adaisi. My brother was supposed to be the Yoba to take over his position.
We need a day to learn
culture,
different cultures. It's really interesting.
Yes,
Fantastic.
it is.
How are you doing?
So I'm doing great. I have some projects to do. After work now, I'm heading off for the projects. Then tomorrow I have a wedding. This is a dear friend of ours who... She had a very horrible first marriage, and the guy disappeared.
We love second marriages.
Yeah, she's been raising...
Happy endings.
Yeah, happy endings. She's been raising her sons for a very long time. She's a hard-working woman, always doing the best that she can, and I'm really happy she found love. Yay. And this guy showed up and says, I don't care, I'm going to marry you with your 3 children.
We love it. We love these kind of stories. Yeah, we love it. We love it. Fantastic. Congratulations to her. Wish her the best of everything she wants. Hello, doing Tokwe. How are you?
I'm good. So yesterday I was at the show and I went on a walk with Oga and I've missed it. So we usually exercise together, but we haven't done that in a long while. And usually exercise with my husband is like a crash business strategy session. So it was do this, do that, think about this, think about that. Like I got back home and I was walking all through the day trying to implement the ideas we discussed. And I felt so happy that we had that time together. And
you're blessed to have a husband who can give you business strategy.
Yeah, actually, he's a business consultant.
You can pay money for that outside. You have somebody who is
in-house. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm grateful to God for him, and I'm grateful for where we are in our marriage. Like, I feel very happy.
Yeah, you blush.
We can see you.
How are you doing, Mariam?
I'm doing fine. Yesterday, I stopped over at the mall, and this interesting thing happened. A young girl said that she's been watching Your View since she was 14. She started from when Your View started showing. And she's like, I'm 24 now. I've been watching you guys for this long. I was like, oh, you're making us feel old. And she was like, she lives in Canada and she just loves what we're doing.
We love you right back.
A few steps down, I meet another person who says, I watch you guys from Arizona.
Are you for real?
And so,
where did you go, London?
I'm telling you. Yeah, in Ketamo. She was so excited and says, sent her greetings to all of us and that she loves what we do.
We love you right back.
How are you? You look very
I'm fine.
Pretty.
Thank you.
I love everything natural.
I've been eating very well. I think my skin is coming out. I've been eating good food. I'm trying not to eat junk. And I'm really happy about that. I'm eating healthy. I'm paying attention to everything that goes into my mouth.
For a chocoholic.
Huh?
I said for a chocoholic.
Yes, and a snackaholic. I mean, everything I do, everything. I can see chocolate and say, you know what? Not today. Nah, I stopped it. I stopped it, Kiri. I mean, I still saw it the other day, and I said, you know, I love you, I really do, but I cannot have you, Kiri. I can't have you right now. I'm on a journey. So I told you, Kiri. I had the conversation with you, Kiri.
It's good to have conversations.
Yes, when I go to supermarket, because I think supermarkets are one of my best places for therapy. I just like to go into the supermarket and just buy stuff. So when I went in there 2 days ago, my normal store, my snack, aisle, I go there, I see all the chocolates, all the candies, I'm like, you know what, guys, I love you guys. I can't touch you. I'm on a journey. I'm not coming to touch you. I'm just going to say hello. I'm going right back to the salad section.
Salad section, awesome.
Going to the salad section. I'm telling you, so I went there, got some proteins, and just, I'm serious. Anyway. So Wake Up Nigeria invited me to this taste event they're having tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that. I love food, so
the cookout.
Cookout tomorrow. They're having it tomorrow, so I'll be careful what I'm tasting, but I'll definitely be there tomorrow. Let's go on a quick break. It's Friday. We'll love it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with The Nation. Buhari to court, Electoral Act 8, Section 18, subsection 12, unconstitutional. PDP screens 48 aspirants for governor in Southwest and Southeast. NEF, that's a Northern Elders Forum chair, urges parties to throw presidential tickets open. Abba Kyari loses bail battle, and ICPC probes FMC boss over 176 million naira COVID-19 cash. Terrorists release photo of baby born by hostage. Insecurity, Sokoto residents sleep in Niger Republic. Okay, which story are we starting with?
Okay.
Well, there was one that I missed that shutdown of the 840 megawatts plants to worsen power outage. Okay.
Yes.
John, do you have?
Governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tambuwal, yesterday, while being asked questions, about the state of the nation, he says, and he blamed all our problems, or the problems that we're facing as a country, insecurity and all the others, on our president's approach to governance. He said that in his own state right now, people would leave at night to Niger Republic to go and sleep and then come back to his state in the morning, and he just says that it's because that even though the president is our president, it seems like a forced marriage today. He says, I would like to quote him, he says, Buhari does not understand Nigeria, just as Nigeria does not understand Buhari. We have never been this divided. The fault lines have been overstretched and Nigerians are wondering what they're doing in this country. He also talked about the fact that the Southeast is underrepresented in this administration. He says, how can you have from number 1 to number 19 and you do not have anyone from that region represented in your administration and you expect that people will be happy with you? So he just, he just gave the picture of what we're going through insecurity-wise, and he says for him, he feels that he has a better way of handling this sort of issues because his state, as we know, they've had issues with banditry, insurgency, and he feels that he has a better handle on insecurity than our present administration. But interestingly, we have Governor of Cross River State, Ben Ayade, who was on a TV station and he was talking, and he says for him, he believes that it is, if not for this administration, this insecurity situation would have been worse than what we're experiencing now.
So there's this news that power supply may get worse in the coming days. The National Control Center, NCC, of the Transmission Company Nigeria, TCN, has ordered the shutting down of the 504 megawatt Alauji power station and also the 336 megawatt Olorunshogo power station. And one of the reasons they are going to be, now these two power stations are called thermal power plants, and they are owned by the Niger Delta Power Holding Company, NDPHC, on behalf of the 3 tiers of government. So it's more like a government establishment. Now they are saying that one of the reasons they are going to be shutting down is because of the refusal of the discos to take power from them. So they are producing power and they are not able to distribute. Discos are refusing to collect their load allocations. And so they also went ahead to complain that this is becoming one too many, because for every time they have an issue and they need to, that first of all, the government does not really patronize them. So they buy from other power plants. But then when those ones are not available to supply, they now fall back at them. So they produce, they are not able to sell. And also, if there's any issue that happens and any of the power plants need to go off the grid, they are the first that government will say, or yeah, close down and shut down, and this is definitely going to affect us.
Okay. I want to take the story of the Federal Medical Center Owo. The ICPC is investigating the MD, medical director. His name is Ahmed Adiagbo. He was invited. A letter was sent to the Federal Medical Center on the 20th of April that he should come and defend how he himself and the head of finance and accounts spent the intervention fund. So the COVID intervention fund of 176 million was released to the Federal Medical Center, and there are allegations of fraud in the disbursement of that fund. So they are supposed to bring approval, documents establishing the purpose of all the payments that was made and who they were made to. I'm happy to hear this because we complain a lot about how our medical hospitals, general hospitals look, but we know money goes into the places. So we're wondering how
is it spent?
Yes, so this we would like to see the details.
All right, so the major headline, a joint counter affidavit was filed in court on behalf of President Muhammadu Buhari and the Attorney General of Federation, Malami, concerning this Electoral Act. Remember, if you recall, there was a claim by PDP that the president had directed that clause be expunged, and the president said he didn't say that, he only expressed his reservations, and also said that the President Muhammadu Buhari and Malim said that they truly and firmly believe that Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act disenfranchises and discriminates against Nigerians in public service or public office holders who are politically appointees and prevents them from engaging in the electoral process and in the exercise that is also their own constitutional right. So Buhari, our president, obviously is saying that they should expunge that clause, and they're in court right now. We'll still see how that goes. We're waiting for May 16th, when we will hear from the court on exactly what
they can allow political office contested, those that were voted for, to remain in power. Then appointees should be able to.
As I said, as yesterday's papers that I read, 60 political appointees and across the state, within with the state government, have already resigned. So will they collect their jobs back if this is expunged? I don't even know. Moving on quickly to the Punch. Presently, PDP Rep Sons, one Jonathan Group's threatened suit. 65 core members to repeat service in Ondo and others. Ogun Police parade 69 suspected ritualists, kidnappers and others. Security challenges, threats to Nigeria's existence, says Gbajabia Mila. Woman pays Lagos traditionalists 26 million naira for spiritual cleansing. Wow. UI student disappears from Lagos construction site. Family panics. AFC others emerge preferred bidders for the 12 federal highways. I deserve right of first refusal, article tells PDP. And train attack terrorists release newborns picture. Can intensifies prayers. Okay, which story are we starting with in Punch?
Saying about 65 National Youth Service Corps members will repeat their service here in various states for engaging in actions that contravene the bylaws of the scheme in the country. Now, there was a parade. They had their personal parade yesterday, and across the states, they made mention of some of these crimes that these corps members are going to be paying for, which is abscondment from service, unauthorized journeys, and other miscellaneous offenses that violated the laws of the scheme. They said some people just vanished, you know, just come, report to yourself, and you don't see them again till the end. And now they are waiting for them. By the time you come back for your certificate, you have to repeat. So some states had 13, others had 12, others had 8 of those people who committed some of these crimes that are going to be repeating the NYSC. I remember at the time that we did our service, there are people that show up once and you never see them again, and at the end of the day come back and get their certificate. So now they're making it serious that if you disappear, you are not able to complete and follow through, you're not going to get your certificate. They're also going to, celebrate one for outstanding service, and about 5 are getting different awards for what they did during NYSC.
So I've always known the NYSC to punish people who abscond. As in, if they catch you, if you're caught, you would be asked to repeat it either maybe a few months or the whole year. So they've always done that.
Let me go on a quick break. When we come back, we continue with our reviews. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communication story.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bali, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
So, 2 traditional healers have been are in court for allegedly swindling a woman of £29,000.
What?
The story is that she had approached them and had shared some of her personal issues with them, and they said, oh, you have spiritual problem and you need spiritual cleansing. And so she raised £29,000 and she gave it to them. But now they're in court and the counts against them is conspiracy, obtaining by false pretenses and theft. And they have pleaded not guilty, but, you know, they will still go to court. In my mind, I would like to find out truly also how they will be guilty if they have... If they did not put a gun to her head, if she was one that approached them, and if
all
they
the way
did
from London to come and do
I don't know if it was all the way from
told
London.
her that they will cleanse her.
So how would she know that she has been cleansed? Or maybe she still has those issues, obviously, those cleansing.
Those are issues are menu for 29,000
let me
pounds.
let me take a sad story of
Nigeria needs that cleansing.
Yes, so the whole of Nigeria,
country, right?
we just can't give them that budget. Yes, Tokwe, go ahead.
Sadly, the family of a 22-year-old undergraduate of University of Ibadan are crying out that he's been missing since the 9th of March. So this boy is in school, and because of the strike, he decided to get something doing. So he was working at a construction site. And at the construction site, he went to the site and he did not come back home. So they said that they found his clothes by the river. Then there was a body also, a burnt body that they showed them. The family is saying this body is bigger and looks older than that of our nephew, and that there's conspiracy being involved on the construction site. Something must have happened that they did not declare, because they didn't even report him missing. It took 2 days before the family went to the site to be able to report him missing. So they've arrested engineers, a few of the engineers on site, and they are investigating the situation, that they've transferred it to the headquarters for details, and the team handling it, they are on top of it. But I'm worried because sometimes how do they test the dead body to be sure, okay, maybe it's this person? Have they gone through all that process before using your eye to say, no, this cannot be my nephew, there's something wrong going on here, before we catch innocent people and withhold them for a long time?
All right, I was going to take the major headline, which was very important, because many people are waiting for Dr. Goodluck, former president of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, to run for office, but for different reasons. This group in particular, they call themselves the Igbo Leadership Development Foundation, led by Director of Public Affairs, Dr. Law Nefo. He said, we're just waiting for Jonathan to pick up so that we can challenge him and take him to court to declare, he declares his intention. Why? I've said it before, and I'm saying it again. We will go to court to challenge Jonathan if he joins the presidential race. Why? What my group is saying is that he's not, according to them, they say that he cannot swear twice, more than two times, for the role of the presidency. He says we are just waiting for Jonathan to pick up the political party assumption, and then we'll approach the Court of Competent Institutions to challenge his qualification to stand this election. I have nothing personal with him. Interestingly, Falana also is saying the same thing, saying that he urged the former president to, he said it has been confirmed, if it is confirmed that President Goodluck Jonathan wants to run, it is wrong, it is unconstitutional for him to run, because he's not allowed to, according to him. Says that, let me see what exactly he says. He says that the person who was sworn in to complete the term for which another person was elected as president shall not be elected to such office for more than a single term. So since Jonathan has already run his second term, his old term, that's what Femi Falana said, but somebody else is still saying. Okay. Another senior advocate, Mr. Ifedayo Adepe, said Jonathan was free to contest since the constitution was amended after he left office. So we will wait. As I said, it's getting more and more interesting, because somebody is saying it's not constitutional.
Though, because what we really need to focus on is person that can fix Nigeria.
Who is distracted?
No, they are noise. They should not distract.
Yes, now. Yule Doche just distracted us too now. So let's not. Yule Doche just distracted us. Yes. Let's stay focused on the ball. Yes. We are finding who is competent. Moving on very quickly to Daily Sun. Bala Mohammed Saraki under pressure. Tension mounts as PDP screens Atiku, Anyim, Obi Tambuwa, others. Masob wants Igbo leaders, governors over the Southeast presidency. Enugu trains 260 young farmers in modern agriculture. Importers' agents lament as extortion takes center stage at the reopened land borders. Insecurity threats to Nigeria's nationhood, says Gbajabia Mila. Okay.
So over 260 youths across the 17 local government areas of Enugu State who are into farming business, it said, including Reverend Sisters, left Enugu for Kefi, Nasarawa State, for a 2-week training at the CSS Global Farms under the sponsorship of the governor, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi. And one of the reasons they are going to be doing this training is part of the government's effort to encourage and empower youths to gain agricultural experience in line with international best practices. So they are going to be learning new methods of farming, and also improving on the value chain. So I'm very happy with the value chain, because it's not just the farming. No, anytime we talk about agriculture, it's just going to put the hose in the ground and till the ground there. But now we're going to be looking at the value chain, so that by the time they come back, they're able to help increase the GDP of their states and make something. Congratulations to them.
Yes, so I've got this story. Importers and exporters have declared a cumulative loss of about 4.3 trillion naira due to the land border closure. And we know, our president has just recently asked for these, 4 of these major borders to be reopened. And the paper said they spoke to a particular importer, Mr. Gideon Pedro Aremu. He says that for him, that border closure didn't really do much, except cause hardship, losses, and sufferings for many of the traders and a lot of the SMEs who who had run their business based on the, borders. He says a lot of them went into bankruptcy. Most of them had to, close shop because for some of them, they had gotten loans from the banks. They couldn't pay back because the borders were closed. And now, to cap it all up, the borders have reopened and officials have turned it into an extortion thing. So they say they're constantly being extorted. It says we have hardly come back to these borders that have been reopened. We have suffered so much losses, and here again we are again trying to pay people for different things. And, they're just trying to let us know exactly what it is that they are going through. And he says that they're not exaggerating when they say 4.3 trillion naira is what they've lost due to that land border closure.
Okay, very quickly, Masob is saying that they're warning governors and leaders that they shouldn't ruin the chances of producing the president from the southeast. According to them, they say it is very disappointing and unpatriotic that some Igbo political leaders who in Igbo have a mandate to represent Igbo's interests will work against the Igbo agenda. And according to him, that it will be unacceptable. I think they're referring to Governor Wike, saying that they should say, how could some of our political leaders support a man who openly denied his Igbo-ness? So I'm assuming it's
There's one more person on that table.
Who else is on that table?
So this Speaker for the National Assembly was speaking at the School of Oriental Studies, London, on Wednesday. The message titled, "Democracy in Challenging Times, the Role of African Parliamentary in Safeguarding and Delivering the Dividends on Democracy." A highlight of what he said was that our security challenges are a threat to our country, the foundation of our country as a whole. Part of what he said was that the government is responding to this, and part of the response of our government is to provide funding for more of our security officials, accelerate recruitment, training to put more boots on ground, and also acquiring weapon systems designed to give security agencies an advantage. And he was saying the scope is huge. The scope of our security challenges is huge, and that it will, providing the security improvements would improve, bring dividends of democracy to the people of Nigeria.
Right. Very quickly now, let's go to Vanguard. How I became VP, says Oshimbajo. Let's find a story of not taking. Gunmen attack Bullion van in Imo, smash many vehicles. I deserve right of first refusal, article tells PDP.
You were going to take that.
Yes. Train attack, terrorists release picture of baby born in captivity. Let's find another story. I think that's about the stories we have in.
Yeah. So a bullion van yesterday was attacked by unknown gunmen at Ogbo Nguru, Nwankwo in Abom by State local government area of Imo State. Now this, according to some of the eyewitnesses, said the gunmen went after the bullion van that was heading to him by say from Owerri, thinking that he was conveying cash. They came out, started shooting sporadically into the air, and in a bid for the driver to avert them, he somersaulted about 3 times and hit about 3 vehicles that were parked on the spot, damaging the vehicles. But fortunately for him, he was able to escape. And by the time the gunmen went in, they found that the bullion van was empty.
Right.
So the police has confirmed the story. They are chasing this gunman. There is no reports that the driver is injured, but maybe we'll have after investigation.
So the former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, saying, I already have 11 million votes. As I stand like this, I did 11 waiting. What are you talking? Now, please, NWC, I know what you're doing. He was saying that I was talking to the National Working Committee of PDP, saying that, that they should at least give him the first right of refusal, as they're deciding and discussing. Remember, they were still having issues of zoning versus consensus.
Yeah.
And he's saying the screening has started today. I will still have, like I said, that all that I can urge you to do is to make sure that you conclude the way you have started by being fair, credible, giving every contestant the opportunity to face the electorate. So everybody say, you know what, I have the numbers. I got 11 million votes here.
On standby.
I'm standby. I take a big boy. I take a big boy, okay.
Yeah, so we have...
have to run.
So, yes, quickly, I'll try and say I can summarize one...
Dr. Generis, go ahead, please.
We can do that, okay. Okay, let me just take this story instead. It's the picture of the baby who has been born in captivity. We know the train attack. So one of the pregnant ladies has given birth to a child. We took it. So the abductors have actually put the picture out. They say she looks like she's in good health. And we just pray and hope that, very soon that this ordeal will end for them.
Let's go on a break. When we come back, Move on to the hot topic of the day. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
I miss them more.
Well, they should be on their way by now.
Will it feel like it used to? With everyone so busy.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bali, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communication story.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup
check.
Are the scripts on the prompter? Script
check.
Are we set in the VCR? All team in place? VCR
check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights on. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup
check.
Are the scripts on the prompter? Script
check.
Are we set in the VCR? All team in place? VCR
check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights on. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup
check.
Are the scripts on the prompter? Script
check.
Are we set in the VCR? All team in place? VCR
check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights on. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup.
Come close. Thanks for staying with us. So, an online user posted a story that we thought was quite interesting to discuss. He said he got a knock on his hotel room door where he had lodged in early morning, and they asked him to come downstairs for morning prayers. Initially, he ignored the call, like, which one is morning prayers? And then I saw them praying and singing downstairs. He now recorded the praise worship session going on in the hotel. And he's like, I came here to calm down and sleep and get some peace of mind here. What's going on? So it brings up the question, because many of us that go to church are asked to preach the gospel, pray without season. You have to make sure that you bring down because I'm putting myself in the shoes of the owner, saying, listen, I must pray to ensure that everything.
Your business.
Yes, the Holy Spirit must saturate the business every single day, which is what we're taught in church. That's the truth. We are taught that in church. What are your thoughts concerning this? Because now some people are now saying, listen, the hotel is somewhere I come for peaceful sleeping. How do we therefore reconcile the business ethics from our religious obligations? What are your thoughts on this? You can call us on this and call us on the numbers on your screen. 081-270-53687, 091-390-76948. Later on, we're going to bring in our pastor to also shed some light on this perspective. Yes, who wants to go for it, Mariam?
Deaconess, of course.
Deaconess. Over to you.
If we remember today. It was laughable. I'm still laughing. When you were reading the introduction, I was like, wow. How do I use my hard-earned money and go to a hotel to relax, maybe to do some work, have a business meeting, whatever it is, and you wake me up at the early hours of the morning with noise in the name of prayer. So I do not know what business are you running. If you had put as a character Bible that in this hotel, we pray so and so time, and I know that, okay, I'm looking for a place to go for retreat. Stop by here is always going for retreats. That's the best hotel for you. You go there, you join them in their prayers in the morning, and then you go back into your room. What if I had a sight somebody with me, and we went, no.
That's the main reason.
My hard-earned money, It's my hard-earned money. I went with sight somebody to have fun, and we had fun all night. And it was time for us to rest in the early hours of the morning. Excuse me. You don't even know if the sight person is my husband. Yes. Because I go on staycations. I go to hotels to go away from the kids and have a good time with my husband all alone. And I know that at that time of the morning, that's when we are sleeping because we have knocked ourselves out at night. And then you wake me up with prayer. Stop it. Prayer and singing. For what? Let us define what we are doing. So there are some organizations that I see. For instance, there's this transport company that you go to, and before they start boarding, we pray and pray and pray and pray. I stopped using them. It's not that I don't like the prayer aspect, but I believe that it's personal. I could be a Muslim. I could be a traditionalist. I could be any other thing aside from your religion. No. So the thing is, do not force your religion on me.
Yeah, I get.
Do your prayers. If you're really serious about praying, wake up early hours of the morning and do your prayers secretly.
Okay, I get that. Let me come. I'll come to you, ask your initial thought, because there are companies that do it today, and some have stopped. But I have worked in different companies. If I should mention them, City Express Bank. We used to pray in the morning. Those of you that went to City Express Bank, it was our MD was a pastor. You come in and there's prayer session.
Okay.
I've worked in a different company. We also used to pray in the morning. So prayer is normal. Yes, there could be Muslims around, and they are also encouraged to pray in their own way. But if I'm in a company where we believe that prayer is what is sustaining us, that prayer is part of what we are using here, why would you not pray?
Please, may I quickly?
No. Let me get.
Ask a question. Just a small question. So nobody says you shouldn't pray, but when you pray instead of attending, so you understand your customers. Do you pray when your customers are waiting at the banking hall?
Okay, we'll come to answer that in a minute.
So, to answer the question, I believe in prayers. I believe that prayer is extremely important. And I know many organizations that believe in prayer, and I believe that it is important to bring the spiritual into your business. We operate in a country where nothing is working. We need grace to sustain what we're doing. I believe staff should pray. I don't believe your clients should be compelled to pray.
Okay.
So in every organization, every staff prays. If whatever spirit you are carrying cannot allow you to pray, you might not be a Christian, but at least when we all of us are praying, pray your Muslim prayer, but we're praying in that morning. If you are working for me, and I don't do prayer because I don't go to the office in the mornings, but if it's something, I'm hoping that we'll be able to create that system where we pray
So you're not adverse to praying?
I am not adverse to praying in an organization, in an office, but I believe that your staff should pray, your clients are not joining the prayer.
So, but if
you shouldn't wake up someone in the hotel room who is a client paying to pray. Now, I'm a retreat person. I went to MFM, and I used to go at MFM Redeem Camp. I go and pray just by myself. But I had an experience with MFM, and I went there to pray by myself. I didn't want to join the group praying session. And the person that was cleaning my room came to knock on my door and said they started a morning prayer session. I should come and pray. And I told the person, I did not come here for the general prayer. The second day, the woman was like, Auntie, you see, the devil is a liar. You are already on the ground of prayer. Don't let sleep keep you from the miracle God wants to give you.
Jesus.
And in my mind, you had no idea I prayed overnight. Because they were not doing general prayer overnight, but I wanted a personal prayer. So I walked the ground and prayed. And the morning was when I wanted to rest. So you're waking me up to come and pray, even though it is hotel room in a church. I felt it was overstepping the boundaries of the institution because I paid. So paying clients have paid for the time, and they should be allowed to. Your staff can be compelled
your thoughts
to
on this?
So I love that she brought this angle, because I do not agree with our initial story. I think it's disrespectful. It shows that there's no respect for boundaries. When you come into a hotel, you're coming there to rest. Your staff can do their prayers and do it in a discreet manner, not in a way that it would even affect your customers that are in their hotel rooms trying to get to rest. But I also feel that given Tokpe's story, Tokpe was wrong. You cannot go to a retreat where you are meant to be meeting with the congregation to pray, and you go there and be telling them that, I chose to pray by myself. Then stay home and pray by yourself. You came here to pray with people. So that's the thing. No, you did. This was what they invited you for. This is what people came to do. They don't invite. Okay, you don't do this. Anyway, all I know that if you go to a place where people come out to pray, and you know that that is what they do, when they knock on your door, you go out. But with this one, really, it's just lack of disrespect. And I feel that we have that as a Nigerian culture where we don't understand boundaries. And for us, it will be that person is just a sinner, or that person does not believe in God. That's why the person did not join us to pray. And that is not the case. It's just the fact that there's time for everything, and you must respect people's, personal space, and we don't have that.
So I want us to ask, I want to be clear where we're going. Are we saying it is wrong to pray in a business setting? Because going back to the question that BC asked me, in my bank at the time, we prayed early in the morning before we opened the doors to customers.
Thank you.
So we all prayed together because, hey, but you know what? A customer could have been waiting. And maybe a Muslim customer could have been ticked off, like, why are you guys wasting my time? Please open. So sometimes the prayer goes into 5 minutes past. And so there are things, it happens. It happens. So the truth is, are we saying that we should ask people not to pray in their offices?
That's not what we are saying. But personally, this is my personal view. I do not believe you come into the office for work and you start prayers. I believe serious-minded spiritual beings have their quiet times in their homes, not in people's faces. You don't put it in people's faces. I want to see the way you handle the customers from the spirit that is living in you. Not that you came in the morning. No, hold on, no. And you shouted and screamed and prayed and spoke in tongues, and yet customers come, you use your bad mouth to drive them. I want to look at you and see the light of God, how you relate, how you respect, how you show empathy, how you are excellent in your job. That is what I want to see. So if I own that sort of an organization, you don't come into my organization and start praying. Pray at home, sort out your spiritual life, then come with the fruits of the Spirit and do your work. Now, if we have, because if you are a Christian, somehow it will rub off on people around you. And we could choose to have retreats. We could choose to have times where we share, just like we have our parties and get-togethers, we could incorporate that in that, and people understand, okay, I am this, I am that. And I also want my company to be able to take every part of, every type of religion, as long as you have the qualifications to work in my organization, whether you're a Muslim, you're a traditionalist, come and do your work and all that. So if I keep putting, this is what we must do here, and I'm not running a church. When I go to my church, we do that.
Okay, let me go on a break. When we come back, we'll bring in our guests to help us shed some light on this. Stay with us, Brad.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bali, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey, as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communication story.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bali, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria, on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey, as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communication story.
Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it.
Since I dropped her off at her house yesterday. Christian will be my best man.
I never trusted that guy. For lies.
Hello. I'm coming home soon.
Christian, what do we do?
Somebody is bound to get hurt, and it's going to be terrible.
Thanks for staying with us. So joining the conversation is a clergyman, filmmaker, and a life coach, Pastor Banji Adesomi. Welcome to the show, sir. Good to have you.
Thank you so much.
I was trying to tease BC because, you know, I felt I wanted to engage her on this, on what pastors say in church. And while she was talking earlier, I was trying to say that I remember a sermon where the pastor was saying that those people in the world, before they open their stores in the morning, the amount of incantations they've done all night, and you're not just walking anyhow, sharp bill into your business and open the door, I think that thing will happen. That no, you must wake up early and pray and scabash and pray the anointing. You must have a secret within that your office place. I have heard that message before. Now, so that is why a hotel owner like that will say, before you early in the morning, oh yeah, let us pray. So that they bring down the Holy Spirit in this place. Why are we now saying, oh, they are disturbing my peace? I came here to sleep. I'm a customer. How do we reconcile both?
Okay, yeah, these are my thoughts. There are two different things. I think we're confusing the power and the concept of praying with how and where and who partakes in it.
Okay.
They're completely two different things. For somebody to have a business and you have your staff and you want to pray in the morning, that's fine. But that also have a caveat. Your staffs, you have to make that clear to your staffs when you're employing them to tell them loud and clear that this place we pray in the mornings. So anybody who doesn't want to do that does not have to subscribe. But if you do not tell them prior, or if you do not make it as part of what they need to know, and they come in and you now make it compulsory, that will be an issue.
But this was a hotel.
So that's that. No, they can pray in the hotel in the morning, but it should be private. They should have a room where the staffs and the owner goes to pray. They are the one that wants to pray. The concept of an hotel is a service industry. Sometimes I can be in an hotel for 4 days and not step out. The only time I step out was for my morning prayer walks and my evening prayer walks. I don't go anywhere. Sometimes when I have to preach outside town, once I'm done with the weekend, I will move to another hotel in that same location for 3 days and just stay there. It's not even necessarily retreat, sometimes resting. I will also take it as an offense for anybody to start praying and disturbing me. I'd been in an hotel in Port Harcourt before, and somebody in the 2-3 rooms away was playing one of these pastors' message. And it was like I was in that camp. I was it was that loud. I called the hotel receptionist first time, second time, third time. And you know me. The last time we checked it, my mom has 4 kids. None of us has an Odaic gene. None of us. So when I did that first time, second time, me too, I have someone on my...
Oh my God.
So I opened the door and I raised it up.
Wow.
You see, by that time, nobody knows me as anybody. I raised it and I put it. So everybody on the floor came out. I said, yes, you go to that room, 201, tell the guy to shut it down or get an earpiece. Then all of us will go back to our room. The hotel is meant for service. I think part of the problem is sometimes we confuse the zeal we have. I know more about Christianity, but I've seen the effect of being zealous without common sense in everything we do. There was a story of this girl that had been looking for a job for like 7 years. She got one. Somebody decided to help her. She went for the interview. She got to the interview. And when it was obvious they were impressed with her, they wanted to finally salvage her destiny. And the girl said, but I have something to say towards the end. He said, yeah, speak, shoot. And she said, Thursdays I'm going to close early at 4 o'clock. We have workers' prayer meeting, and it's 1 hour away. And on Fridays, then Saturday, no, I think Friday work, I'm not coming at all because I have choir practice or something. And I can't touch it. And they said, okay, we'll get back to you. Of course, she lost the job. And I was telling people that I don't know who mentored those kind of Christians. I don't know who mentored those kind of people. So the point is, if it's a business and people are coming for service and for rest, you let them be. There was a place in the scripture that Jesus spoke something that is topical. When they came to ask for taxes, in that generation, in that season, Jesus does not qualify to pay taxes because he's a citizen. But he used the language in the original KJV text that sticks in my brain. In fact, 2 months ago, I did a whole weekend on that phrase. He said something. He said, notwithstanding, Peter, go to the sea, throw your whatever, catch the net, the first fish, open the mouth, bring out the coin, and go and pay. He gave a reason, so that we do not offend them. Christians need to pay attention. If that woman caught in adultery was this generation, she would die. By the letter of the law, she's supposed to die. But by the spirit of the law, she's supposed to live. So Jesus made sure that she lived. I think if we can take our thinking to that.
Come to you, talk with that. Come to Maria.
So I wanted to, before we brought you in, we were in that throes of the conversation of praying, taking a break. I know my mom used to have a shop selling shoe materials in Lagos Island, and once it's 12 o'clock in Lagos Island, you can carry 1 billion naira. Everybody is praying. They would bring drum and speaker, and it is a prayer time in that community, and they feel like that's like the pillar. But Bisi mentioned something which is, I think, extremely important, that beyond the praying is that when you finish praying, the next second you're lying, you're cursing, you're cheating, is exemplifying what Christ means to people. And I want us to dwell more on that, that this Christianity help us to unbox Christians wanting to win souls and understanding how best to win souls.
My question is, do you even think that the people organizing that prayer meeting was actually about winning of souls. Sometimes it's just about ticking the box and having the activity. Most of the time, it's just about the event. But the difference in that case is if all the yalojas in the market has come together and they have a majority that has agreed 12 o'clock, we're doing it. No issues. No issues. It's an agreement.
I've been to... Go ahead, Miriam.
Yeah. So I agree with you because sometimes I feel that we use prayer as like charm or incantation, the way it's done. If you say this incantation, this is what will happen. And many times I feel that we have taken that from maybe traditional way of doing things into Christianity. But, you know, that's an extreme where I feel that there's no respect for boundaries. But there's the other extreme in the Western world where even wearing a cross could get you fired. Having a Bible by a hospital bed beside the patient could get you fired. So maybe Nigerians are also scared that don't take us from this point where we would get to where we cannot even have these things that are personal to us, that show our religion. How would we then balance it so that, you know, we're right?
I will use the example of this hotel. There is a balance. There's a very simple balance. When you get to an hotel, they check you and they tell you the stuff they do in the hotel. They'll tell you where the gym is. They will tell you where to do this, where to do that. Tell them in the conference hall between 7:30 and 7:45 in the morning, we pray. We invite you and would like you to join us. And it stops there. It stops there.
Yes, sir. So, you know, when I see some economies that are doing so amazing, it's not like they don't pray.
Yeah.
Some pray. Let me not say all of them. But the focus is on having a personal relationship with your God, and that should reflect on your work. But when I come here, and all I see is prayer, 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 and we do not get the benefits, we do not feel the fruits of the prayer in how we relate. What are some of the messages that pastors like you will begin to teach the congregation to be able to, because I know that in the time of Jesus Christ, he kept hammering on the Pharisees and Sadducees that they were just about religion. They were not allowing it get into them. What are some of the messages you begin to preach to your congregation to understand the difference between just the activity and the main message that they're supposed to?
I'll let you answer that question after this break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey, as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communication story.
At TVC Communication.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Àwọn kan wà tí wọ́n bá kú tọ́jọ́ kú wọn ò tí ì pé wọ́n á papòdà síbòmíì.
Is that how you gonna say it?
Ọdún wa sọ yìí.
Bó ṣe wá kọ̀wé ránṣẹ́ yìí pé òun fẹ́ rí mi kájọ fojúkojú yìí kò yé èmi o.
Bó ṣe pé ẹ̀rí ẹ̀mí lẹ́kùnmọ́ àyà mi ti sọ kí.
Torí kí ni?
Àkọ́yẹ́ kọ́ mọ tó jẹ́rẹ̀ ẹ̀mí lẹ́kùnmọ́ yọmọ mú yẹn rí flashback jọ́ ìkéyọ̀ mọ́ tó mọ́ ẹgbọ́n mọ́.
Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it. Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. the ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it. Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing the religion, intolerance, and we're going to answer this question before the break.
Okay, if I understand your question, what you are trying to say is that out there, they are not as religious as we are, and yet they're making progress.
Yes.
And here we're religious. You see, my understanding of Christianity has two dimensions. There's a place to use and experience the power of God. There's also the principles of God. If an unbeliever, if somebody who doesn't know God, practices the principles, the result, if it shall be given unto you, it's not only just talking about money. If you pay attention, you will get it. Without vision, the people perish. If a young man, whether you are a traditionalist, sits down, set his goals, you understand, pursues it, there will be reward.
Results.
Now, but this same set of people, even abroad, when they run to a bad patch and they need intervention, they need the power of God, they start looking for people who can help them, no matter how rich they are. And what I also always say is this: Christianity is not slavery. We need to start caring for people. Is the problem, particularly with combination of culture and African Christianity. We use it to project on people, and it's also showing in our governance. They go to all these places you are mentioning, they see service. They see how people go into governance to serve. But here we go into it to project. Any pastor who is worth his onions should ask himself, is the life of the people following me changing? Are they starting businesses and they are succeeding? And if you don't have a skill to teach people about money, create a weekend once every quarter in your church. Bring people who can come and teach them. Lastly, let me say this even about US. Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
It's a fast food. They don't open on Sundays till tomorrow morning. And that's why the man never went PLC. Because that's why this guy, Musk, wants to take over Twitter. Because it doesn't take divination to know that Twitter is far left. No, far left, as in terms of ideology. So if you are a conservative and you have too loud a voice, Twitter will find a way and Facebook will find a way of toning you down. And that's why, but once he buys and takes it from a non-public company. So the point I'm trying to say is that even there, these two work. All these principles they practice, you pay taxes or you give to charity, they factor it into your taxes. All these principles, the people who wrote the code originally 150 years ago, 200 years ago, got it from the scripture.
All right, we have to wrap up on this because I wanted to talk about what you're going to do, because there's a part of it that you hadn't touched on, the intolerance part, which is the fact that there are other religions. You go somewhere, you have no respect for the fact that, okay, you're praying, but there are Muslims waiting to enter this. So I've gone to trade fair a few times early, and they're just praying and praying before they open the pot. We have Muslims, non-Christians that are waiting to enter, and they're just wondering, okay, just finish. So that intolerance problem, I think we have to bring it back to focus more on that. But I know you're working on something. Let's hear about, I know you have a movie you're working on. Yeah, tell us about it.
We have this movie that got to the cinemas. It's going to be in like 48 cinemas across the country.
Wow. The first movie?
My first movie as an executive producer. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. The title is Strangers. And it's bold. It's a bold project because it's different. It's not comedy, it's not glamour.
Wow. Straight to the point.
It's not comedy, it's not glamour. It's inspirational, it's life-changing. And the good thing about it is, even though I was scared, but already we've won awards outside Nigeria at film festivals, yes. Out of Los Angeles, we won an award for Best Directing, gold winner in directing. It was directed by Biodun Stevens.
Biodun Stevens.
It was directed by Biodun Stevens.
She's a friend of the house.
She's good.
It was directed by Biodun Stevens, and it's PG rated, so everybody
Parents,
can
oh,
go.
fantastic.
It's a movie that when you finish watching it, it gives you... The synopsis is very short. A boy forgotten somewhere in a village with no hope to school. He doesn't speak English. He only speaks his native language. He contracted a disease that was about to kill him, and it was bad. Then some strangers showed up in the village, and somebody sent money from outside the country. Wow. They evacuated him and treated him. When he got back to the village, after 1.5 years, when he got back to the village, the same person, an elderly woman abroad, said, I want him to go to school. He was already 12, and he found himself in primary 1.
Have you not finished the movie for us?
Yes,
I was going to stop there.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that you know, then there were a lot of drama. He dealt with mental health issues, single mother issue, the husband was dead.
When is it opening in Nigeria?
Today.
Oh, really?
Yes, today.
The holiday.
I'm looking for something for the kids to watch the movie.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
It's a good family event. You just want to chill, you want to dress down. And it doesn't matter where you are in life. Like when we did the press screening, somebody said, it got to a level I began to pray about my future.
Oh,
we invited a school and one of the girls said, I have my exams coming and I've given up. But if God can help this guy, God can help me.
Oh, beautiful. Fantastic.
Actually,
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
That's good. How did you get to Biodun Stevens to join this team?
Like-mindedness. And I'm sure this is not only like I told someone, I said the next project is here and we might shoot it in 2 or 3 countries.
Oh, great.
And I've told her, you can't divorce me now. We're going
Fantastic. Good.
The cast?
Okay, cast. We have Lateef Adedimeji, Bolaji Ogumola, Bimbo Oshin, Jide Koso,
high profile.
Femi Adebayo.
Oh, fantastic.
Debbie Felix.
You have all the stuff.
We have an actor here too, so next movie, please.
We have Debbie.
It's
and apart from that, he's well done. He's well done.
It's Biodun Stevens.
He's well done. This guy, they said, everybody was saying online when they saw his rating, somebody said, don't let him rate your movie. He doesn't rate Nollywood more than 5. So I said, that's the person I want. So the guy came, right from the screening, the premiere, he had written his review. On sound and music, he gave us 10 over 10.
Wow.
Overall, he gave us 9 over 10.
Wow.
And 90% of the comment on his blog said, a Nigerian movie, 9 over 10. Then, out of curiosity, I'm going to go watch it.
Wow, fantastic. Go, congratulations.
An inspirational movie.
Yes. Let me ask the plan, because we always say, Tokwe and I have discussed this over the years, that everybody has an agenda they push.
Yes.
When it comes to the movie industry, music industry, you see all these big dogs, they have, now they are sliding in, the LGBT, everybody's sliding in something, even in cartoons, that Christians now need to be deliberate about the sort of messages. So are you putting yourself in that position where you are pushing the right message?
A church movie?
No, it's
not. No, not necessarily
I've also made it clear that I don't want anybody to target a religious movie.
Okay.
Inspirational movie, yes. Because you can relate with it. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. Somebody even queried me, my church people queried me. I said, how would you use Lateef? I said, Lateef is the best person that could interpret it. And he did an excellent job. Wow. There was one, when we finished shooting, everybody went away for like 2 hours.
To just go and pray over their life?
No, to just chill. Because he gave the way he interpreted it was too much.
The way you are saying it.
The way you will see. The way he interpreted it. So, but I agree with you. You see, when I mentioned Tyler Perry, you put him here. When I mentioned Brad Pitt, you put him here, or Tom Cruise. Everybody has what they are called or what their life purpose is. I'm not talking of it in terms of religion. I like inspiring people, and I love telling stories. She was there when we started Inspire TV show, and we did over 110 episodes across there was a time we were on TVC, and all we just do is you tell us your story. How you waited for a child for 23 years. The ridicule people got you through. So I just feel this is a bigger stage to tell.
Thank you very much. I mean, that's how I met Pastor. You came to TVC, then I was in charge of programs, and we used part of your story, and you also featured me. That's why I talked about my accent and everything. So it was really, really interesting to see that you're taking just the documentaries you're doing now to a movie. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Wish you the best.
Thank you.
Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll bring in an icon. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Check this out.
It hasn't been.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bali, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey, as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC Communications story.
Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it.
guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup? Check. Are the scripts on the prompter? Script? Check. Are we set in the VCR? All tape in place? VCR? Check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights are. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission. How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup? Check. Are the scripts on the prompter? Script? Check.
Thanks for staying with us. Would like to join us on the show now is a retired Nigerian television presenter, producer, newsreader, one of the country's pioneer female broadcasters whose career trajectories cuts across from being a beauty queen to a fashionista. Welcome with us, our grandmother in the industry, I would say.
Welcome.
Julie, great grandma, Julie Coker in the building. Good to have you. It's such a privilege to have you amongst us today. You're somebody that has done this. You recently celebrated 65 years as a broadcaster, and that's no small feat. And it's something that we're proud of also. And just tell us, in your own view, your time and the kinds of content you see on TV today. How would you look at it in your view after 65 years on television, on screen? Those things that were accepted then or not accepted, and how it has evolved to what you see on television today. What are your views?
We'll have to set up a special college of media studies and whatever to be able to deal with that in one program, right. You know, because when I started, actually in 1960, I mean, sorry.
87?
Old age. That's no excuse. I started in 1959, but prior to that, I was doing other things on the side. From the time I was crowned Miss Western Nigeria in Ibadan in 1957, I was only 17.
Wow.
And that is what I am actually celebrating this year.
Yeah.
But when television decides to celebrate 59 WNTV years, I still join in the celebration.
Right. Yes.
Then they ask us to go and take, you know, newscasting. We call us the veterans. I don't know what they're going to be calling us now. But then, you know, it's always been a delight. Right from the time I was in school, because I went to Catholic schools. First, the St. Mary's Convent School, which is on Broad Street, Lagos. And then Holy Child College. You know, it's not everyone that's privileged, you know, to go from one Catholic school to another.
Right.
Sometimes, you know, you veer off course, and then you find yourself doing some other things. But right from school, the nuns, they were all, you know, I tried to, you know, veer from thinking about, you know, whites from black. They only had white nuns, and we didn't have African nuns at the time that I was in school. So they taught us all those values. They had imbibed all those things into my psyche. When I went to do a Festival of Arts in King's College and, you know, some other areas like that, you had to be at your best. I came second when I was only 11. CMS Grammar School was the hall, and I thought I had done my best, you know. If I were the Lord of Tartary, festooned with, I thought I did so well. And when the judges came up, I came second to an English boy, because they had Corona School then. And when I got, you know, I came home with a certificate instead of the trophy.
All right, let me throw a few more questions
I
in
wouldn't
for
say
you.
I got a thorough beating.
Oh, man. For second place? Wow.
For second place.
Imagine that.
You have to
The
be
standard
first.
was very high then.
See, that's where my question was leading, which is 1959. What were the expectations for a young girl? Was broadcasting, was it something that your parents would have been proud of for you to do? Or was it something that you had to rebel
We didn't even know what TV was. We knew we were going, occasionally we had opportunity to go and watch a movie in some of those Rialto cinemas and all that, Indian films in black and white. But then to ever, think or even fathom the vaguest idea of doing anything that would show you at the other end, for people to be watching.
So was it a respectable job?
It was indeed, because people were in broadcasting. We had people like Tom Adedoyin, my old teacher, Marie Fatai.
Radio.
No. They're on radio.
Okay.
And they used to take us from school, from Holy Child College, the radio station was just next door to our school, on the other side of the road. We were on Ikoyi Road, and we were on Obalende Road and Ikoyi Road. And so they used to take us there. And that was the height of, glamour or whatever.
I can imagine.
Because they all looked well, going up and down the steps. And of course, saying hello to us.
Right.
They spoke with English accents, not like the way we are speaking now.
All right, let me come to talk very quickly.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you about producing different shows, because right now social media has made everybody a producer, and so there is little or no check into what goes out there. But what would you say were the pillars and the values that you held when you were planning a show? We didn't
really have any hands in the production of the shows. The technical partners were mainly from either the BBC or ITV.
Oh.
And how was that?
And they called the shots.
Right. So you just came on TV.
You couldn't veer off course. You just had to stay, where you're put. Toe the line, as it were. There was no way that you do it your own way. Everything was scripted.
Wow.
And one of the things that actually helped me, propelled me into what we might call the limelight was the fact that I had a retentive memory from what I had imbibed from my nuns at St. Mary's Convent School and Holy Child. I would see the first page and gay presto.
Wow.
I was ready to deliver.
Wow.
There were no teleprompters then.
Oh.
No, those were the days before the teleprompter.
Wow.
So I would be able to deliver.
Memorize and say.
And
like acting.
Photogenic
memory.
Memory.
Oh, you're blessed.
That's also like
No, photogenic face. And of course the brain there's also
you're a beautiful queen.
talent. Yes.
Yes, busy
That was what I had.
You're actually very beautiful, even at this age.
First of all, I must say that I am, flabba, whatever, in your midst. But I miss.
Miss what?
I miss Yenny.
Oh, she's not on the show today.
Yesterday.
But for her father, her father would have got me thrown out of school because he drove his car into the compound saying, "I'm looking for Julie Coker."
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
And the nun said, "Oh, she's not expecting you. If she was, she'll be standing outside the gate.
You can't be inside.
Not waiting for you to drive into the premises." And the nun, Mother Mary Magdalene, he had seen me somewhere, maybe at the Festival of Arts.
Okay.
And himself, Asalade, and Wale Bokno, they all had cars of their own. They drove into the premises.
Oh, they were impressed.
Yes, I would have left school at age, 13 or 14.
Wow.
Because then if you got involved in some of the things that we are seeing in the papers now, you'll be out of school. You'll be thrown out, and that was the end of it. Some people, lost their chances, in life by just one little experience like that.
One mistake.
Yes. I saw him later in England. By the time I met him again, Yenny, the mother was pregnant. Expecting Yenny.
Oh, imagine that.
So I was complimenting your beauty, saying that we are hoping that by the time we get to your age, you'll look as beautiful as this. Yes. But I wanted to ask you, do you watch some of these modern shows that we have across TV stations. Now, what do you think about most of the shows that we have? How the presenters are compared to your time? Are we progressing, in your opinion?
Your show, for instance, I'm sure you already know that is the best.
Thank you.
Because hardly would you find, even in England, I live in England.
Yes.
Well, these days I come home to Nigeria because
Yeah.
I like politics. I like the Rofo fight. Because I tried to get into the Senate in 2003 in Warri, Warri South.
Wow.
And it was tough. So I still savor that atmosphere of having, people throwing brickbats at each other.
Even then, oh wow.
But then, coming back, you asked me about...
Yes, in comparison with what you had then, if we have progressed in the media.
I think I would still pay you a lot of compliments because I try to find faults. As head of presentation in NTA, I was there, waiting for somebody to drop a clanger so that I can pick them up the following day. Because I know that my boss, Kolade or Segun Lushola, will be waiting for me to say, your announcer said this. And I said, not my announcer, you employed them. And I just have to, take charge of the responsibility of putting them on the air. And I was also wardrobe mistress. I studied makeup at the BBC. Blah, blah.
We're everything.
Let me
But
pause you
I've
for
been
a
trying
second.
to find faults with your program. No way.
Thank you so much. Let me go on a quick break. When we come back, we read about some interesting controversies about you. I would like to touch on after the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communication story.
àwọn kan wà tí wọ́n bá kú tọ́jọ́ kú wọn ò tí ì pé wọ́n á papòdà síbòmíì.
Is that how you gonna say it?
ọkọ tí wàá sọ yẹn.
Bó ṣe wá kọ̀wé ránṣẹ́ yìí pé òun fẹ́ rí mi kájọ fojúkojú yìí kò yé èmi o.
bó ṣe pé ẹ̀rí ẹ̀mí lẹ́kùnmọ́ àyà mi ti sọ kí.
Torí kí ni?
àkọ́yẹ́ kọ́ mọ píjẹ́ ẹ̀mí lẹ́kùnmọ́ yọmọ mú yẹn rí flashback jọ́ ìkí ọmọ tó mọ ẹgbọ́n mọ́.
Thanks for staying with us. So while we're researching Julie Coker, we saw something about your relationship with the former president of Nigeria, Obasanjo, and his wife, and we just needed some clarity. You know, as we're learning to know more about you, it'd be nice to have an idea. What exactly happened? Was there a foster relationship between both of you?
Well, the first time I met President Olusegun Obasanjo was at Festac 77, and he made me cry.
Oh, really?
I was a member of the ceremonial committee under my late big sister, Commander Kuma Kentebe. She was a naval officer. She was a tough nut, you know. And she had asked me to take care of the VIP lounge where there were 14 heads of states.
Okay.
And there I was doing my duty as, you know, the chief hostess there.
Right.
And then someone walked up, the president, of course, you know, he was in uniform, and he walked up to me and said, "Are you Julie?" I said, "Yes, Mr. President. I like your outfit." I said, "Excuse me, sir. How much does it cost?" I said, "I believe you'll have to ask Commander O.P. Fingersi, who is the main man of the Festac, you know, the head of the whole Festac activities." And I went about doing my, trying to serve all the halfway boy.
You abandoned him, just left him.
Yes, I did, because I was doing my duty.
Right.
But I had nothing to do with how much the dress or the
I've been using that
we were all in
now.
green and white. And I believe that we all look very glorious on that occasion, you know. And that's the best festival that Africa has ever put together. It has never happened again. One of the naval officers then walked up to me and said, "Excuse me, are you Miss Coker?" I said, "Yes." The president said you insulted him. I said, "No, I did no such thing. All I did was to say, 'Good morning, Mr. President, sir.'" Then Joe Garuba walked up to me. He was the foreign minister in uniform, looking, you know, as tall as Obama there, you know. Obama to me is the tallest man president that I've ever been. And he said, "You must have said something to the president that annoyed him." I said, "No," because I couldn't relate to them exactly what the president had said to me.
About the dress, you couldn't.
About the dress. Well, perhaps he wanted to pay me compliment, but that was his own way of doing it, you know. He has his own way. Anyway.
He was going somewhere.
When I couldn't get, and Joe said, "I know you. You must have said something nasty." I said, "Never. You know me, I'm a Catholic. I'm a Catholic girl. I'm a nun from the convent school. I would never say anything out of order." So I put down the trays and all, and I walked out. And I saw the head of my committee coming up the staircase and said, "Well, I've been wearing my uniform for almost 30 years, Julie. You are the one that will make them move. Because words have gone around that you have said something nasty." And I left and I never came back. That was the last time I saw him. The next time I saw him again, the other time I saw him was with his late, beautiful wife, Stella. We were taking her there back to his home in Abeokuta as the bride of the day. And I was to be the leader. I was the Iya Eto. The Iya Eto of Lagos. Title, of course. But then I was playing that role.
Right.
Little did I know that his wife, his first wife, had been brought to the home before, And for some reasons, they couldn't hit it up together again. So I went, I led her there, and we did all the things that we needed to do. In fact, it was as if we were the one asking for the man's hand in marriage.
For real? You know?
Because he was wearing his danshiki, hunter's short knicker, like a farmer.
Yeah.
And I said, this man we are going to give wife to.
Like
Papa Baby had asked me, yes, the Kembe, you got it right. Papa Baby has asked me, Julie, you speak Yoruba very well. You have to represent us well when you get there. The man never actually come to her, ask for my daughter's hand in marriage, but she tells me she had a child for him then. So we went and did whatever we needed to do. Ba, 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 ba. We did all. We were the one kneeling down for the man when his family should have, they did it much later.
Yeah.
So later on, I heard that his wife had written a book that I ruined her marriage.
Oh.
Yes.
And you brought in Stella to her marriage?
I brought in Stella. Oh. Well, I didn't know when they met, I was not there. They work out. I wasn't really there when they met. But the marriage lasted so many years. True. I'm very sad that Stella passed. And Baba and I became very close after that. Oh, nice. Before then, I even went with them to America. And we made up for that time that he tried to make me cry. I didn't mention it. No, I don't do that, I mean, holy child, you don't do that.
Oh, God, we have a lot to learn.
Stiff upper lip. When you see him, you bow. You don't ever make reference to all those.
Really? What happened? No. Why is that?
I still do that.
Is it out of respect?
I still do that because that is the only way you can have harmony.
True.
That is the way you can have peace, like you do on this program. I see a lot of that, permeating through, from one person to another, the way you address people, the way you talk to people, the way you talk to those who, callers.
Mother says not everything you see that your mouth speaks.
No. And everything you do, you must always commend it to the Lord. You should think of that first before you open your mouth.
We'll reduce the
sufficient of the day is the duties of today. Do not waste time in doubts and fears and all kinds of other things. Just concentrate on the duty that you have to perform. And that is what you are doing here. And you help a lot of people, not only in Nigeria, in politics, the home, the children, childcare.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I don't know how you do it.
Thank you,
but
thank you,
Thank you so much.
I doff my hat to you.
Thank you. Coming from you, that's huge.
I've been looking for an
really
opportunity to put a call in. I don't even know how to dial. I said, please, the grandchildren, come and dial. I want to talk to them.
I'll throw in one more question.
I have a question. So, for one of the things that we deal with right now for us in this space is trolling and social media and lots of criticism, not constructive criticism, almost insults. So those are the things that a lot of us deal with now. And I wonder if during your time there was a type of trolling at that time, and how did you deal with it then?
This new system is new to me. I'm still trying to press and answer my calls. Press and go. Yeah. That's where I am now. At the stage, I'm still there. But occasionally I stumble into a few things. I don't know how we're going to be able to deal with that. Wow. I think that is the devil at work. How are we going to stop it? How are we going to come around? I pray every day that God will show us the way.
Right.
Even as an elderly person, I have asked somebody to say, show me how I can address some of these issues.
We have to wrap up now, and the elections are coming up very soon. As a broadcaster who is also, you like all the buzzwords, as you said earlier, as goes on. In your view, how do you think, many will say Nigeria has gotten worse. Some will say, well, it depends on what perspective you're looking at it. In your view, you've been there before, even before independence. In a nutshell, in 1 minute, do you think, is there any word of hope you want to give to Nigerians today, or do you think things are just going to get worse?
Only when you bring the women in, bring them on board.
Yeah, that deserves an applause.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can resolve all these issues that are going on. When Adam and Eve committed that offense in the Garden of, the angel said to them, it is through a woman that salvation will come to the world. And salvation came to the world through our Lord Jesus Christ, through Mary. In the Quran, she's mentioned 38 times. And she's mentioned only 18 times in the Bible, because it's a woman that God created. You know, God wanted her to come and help Adam. But unfortunately, the devil came in. But now if you can get the devil out, I can crush the head of the devil. Women. If a woman becomes president of this country, look, if they even say this is the cabinet of Nigeria now, hey, all of you here, you will be reigning. Yes. This country will move forward.
Yes, so that's right. Why can't pick up a ticket, ma? Why can't pick up a ticket? She didn't say she would pick up a ticket. She said it yesterday, now she's going to pick up a ticket.
I will support her all the way. Me too. We shall support her. We must follow. Yes. I've asked my niece, Daisy Danjuma. I said, look, the way you are running your home and your children and everything around you, when you were secretary of NTA, you put everything in order. I can talk to other women like that too. Move forward. All the men, put them
I have very few minutes. I have to throw in this, you're married to Michael Henry. So while co-worker, you know, you're one of those people that are married, found love at work. Hey, Michael, and now, so how's the marriage?
We're doing our program, JJ.
Yes, and love just came. Love came. And love just entered. So tell us about that.
We're doing our program, and, you know, he didn't even want to, we were not on speaking terms.
Oh, wow.
Then one day, one Frenchman from the embassy came and told him that he was in love with me. So he came to me and said, this Frenchman, I said, me, I don't like Oyibo. I prefer black man. So he stayed over because he was embarrassed to go to the club to tell the man that I was not in. No, just to have, we were supposed to have dinner. I said, I'm not going. That's how he stayed, though.
And then the conversation started.
One thing led to the other.
What led to another? What led to another? Other one thing. What led to another? We're here. Was it a first kiss or?
He was at St. Gregory's College. I was at Holy Child College.
Okay.
He was a captain of cricket. Blah, 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 blah. The first international school footballer. In the whole, in the whole of Africa. That was what Mike was. And everybody was adoring him. But I
you were not moved.
Not really.
Oh, we have to wrap up. Oh, my goodness.
So at the end of the day, everything went well. We had a son, Richard. Unfortunately, we lost him through sickle cell. That's the work I'm doing now. You know, trying to give soccer to those who are sick. Class. Yes. Last Saturday, we were celebrating Richard again after 18 years of his death. He was a film producer. He was like any Nahoro that you think of. There were 10 of them. You know about that? They were all, you know, top in their various areas. And Richard was doing very well. And because of him, the present Prime Minister of England, you know, came to speak to me at an event for sickle cell. He was then mayor of London. Oh, wow. And now he's inviting us to come to 10 Downing Street.
Oh, fantastic.
He still retains that office, so the way things are going.
Yes, so that's where you're going to now, from here?
Then I get May. Okay. So I'll send you an invitation. You can come and join me.
In the UK?
Hold my hands as I hold my wife.
Yes, sir. Fantastic, fantastic. Well done. It was a pleasure having you. That's all we can take on the show. Thank you so much.
Stay here all day.
Me too. We can stay here all day with you. That's all you've heard from the veteran broadcaster, Julie Coker herself. We're so excited to have you and we hope to bring you back soon when you come back. So you're coming on your way back to just stop here again.
Yeah.
Hey, we're having that just before you go. All right, have a fabulous.
I'll come here.
Have a fabulous weekend. We'll see you Monday. Bye for now.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.